Well, hello again, everybody. Back to my usual evening scrolling self. As you can see, we've got, well, I'll just let her introduce herself over here in the panel.
Hi everyone, it's me, Robin.
From,
Robin's Buys and DIYs.
right, she's going to be my eyes again tonight while I'm focused on the saw, reading questions, comments. Hello, Mr. Nealon. How are you doing, Steve? Oh, hello, Pat. And hello to everybody else that I haven't said hello to already in the chat. Tonight we are going to be scrolling this here dragon. It's not much. It's a simple little pattern. It's another of Sue May's patterns. Scrollartist.com, I think. Let me look. See if I can find it in here somewhere. I cutted it off earlier. Anyway, it's another of Sue May's patterns that I got from Wooden Teddy Bear. And um, so we're going to knock that out. Before I get started with that, I'm going to show you the completed snowman. The only thing left for me to do, it's in the frame. Frame's all done. And I'm going to leave it sanded, rustic like this. That's the way my wife liked it, as well as a number of crafters and makers. The only one who was in abstention to that was Miss Robin. She wanted me to stain it. Hey, Larry. Hello, Josh. And so that's the snowman. It's done. All I have left to do is put the hanger on the back and hey, Steve C,
Hi
and
Steve.
and hit it with a couple of coats of Minwax polyacrylic, and it'll be done. The teddy bear frame will be finished tomorrow. It's going to look just like this, and I will get it all glued up, and then I'll put the finish on them. I will also burn my logo into the back of them. But there's no rush in getting all that done because I got to get all this done at the same time. So, without further ado, let me change views and we'll get to cutting
Hi Herb.
because that's partly what y'all came to see, I'm sure. Hello, Herbie.
Hi Larry.
All right, get my keyboard out the way.
Hey Josh.
Get my phone out of the way. Got my dust collector going. I'll be using a number 2 blade on this tonight. It's a lot smaller. Even though most of these number 3 would be just fine on, the holes in the neck and the mouth are just a little bit too small for a number 3. So I thought I would try the number 2. It's significantly smaller. Uh, that said, you may see me break a blade because it is smaller. So we'll see. You haven't seen me break one yet, I don't think, have you?
Herb says he just woke up.
Hey,
Are you
Herbie.
gonna Are you gonna make me smaller?
I'm glad you had a nap. What? Oh, yes, I am going to make you smaller. Thank you for the reminder.
Bill
Come on,
says
Billy.
Bill says they came to see me.
Oh, of course they did.
And Larry
Hello.
says, no Billy, I came for the interesting conversation.
Well, okay, thanks.
Josh says, good, I need
as,
a drink tonight.
as long as you came, that's all that matters. The fact that you're here is the only thing that matters. Okay, I have not used the blade this small yet, so we're going to see how it goes. Let me get my eyes on and foot on the pedal. And off we go. Into the wild blue yonder. Boy, that is a lot smaller. Are you laughing at me?
Oh, I pressed the button and now I don't know how to get back.
Press what button?
On YouTube? I'll figure it out. Oh,
Oh, you were trying to comment and you weren't in the comment section and it made you do, and it
it made
did
it
something
bigger.
else. Yep, you need to go hit escape. And if that doesn't work, in the lower right hand corner, one of the options will say default view.
Oh,
Choose
okay.
that.
Yeah, thanks. I learned something new.
I do that all the time. It makes me so mad. It makes me so angry. He destroyed my. What is it Marvin the Martian always says? My Q32 modulator. Or something like that. I don't know. Well, that didn't take long. Yeah, that's why I'm knocking these little ones out first. Because they'll be like splickety lit.
Larry's asking if the stuff on the shelf behind me is the stuff I make. Sorry, guys, I've got this throat thing. Some of the stuff is on this side here. Yeah, most of it is. Some of it's stuff that I bought at Dollar Tree. Bill says, I don't know how many times I've done that too.
Ooh. How many times you've done what too?
Whatever you said about the blade, maybe? Or doing the small stuff?
Oh. Boy, I think I like this number 2. It does get into. I kind of wish I was using it last time, maybe.
How do you get the blade to go in the hole? Show me later.
Okay. See back here? You see the holes?
Yeah.
Well, what I do is I take this here ice pick after I get them drilled.
Uh-huh.
I'll take this ice pick and I'll wallow these out and make the backside just a little bit bigger. That way they're
Okay.
easier. That way they're easier to see.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I pick it up, I look for the hole that I haven't drilled or I haven't sawed yet. And I've sawed that one already, so I got to move to the next one. If I can get there.
Yeah, but how do you get the blade in the hole?
You just push it through.
And then you attach it at the top?
Yeah, you just push it through. And then I tighten it back down into the blade clamp. That's the blade clamp right here.
Okay.
And then I set my tension.
So that'll be harder for me because I've got to do that whole rigmarole with the tension, right?
Yes, because you don't have a quick release tension knob on yours. That really that makes a big difference. I mean, even my cheap Craftsman had one right here. I don't know why that Ryobi does not, but it doesn't, and that's too bad.
Oh well.
Oh,
I'll have
yep.
to deal with it.
You will.
Anyway, Bill was talking about messing up the chat when he said, I don't know how many times I've done that too.
How'd you mess up the chat, Bill?
By hitting something and then it got bigger and I went to the bottom.
Oh,
And then Josh says, Robin, to get blade in hole, you need to clean out your finger eyes so your fingers can see the hole. I think Charles told me that before. And now Charles is here.
clean out your what?
Finger eyes.
I gotta read it.
And then Charles says that's referred to as bottom feeding, Robin, when you feed the blade through the bottom of the pilot hole. Yeah. And then Larry says, Robin, the blade stays clamped onto the bottom clamp. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah.
Some people, I'm not touching the bottom clamp at all. Some people will top feed because it's easier to see the hole because it's right there. I don't know. I bottom feed because I saw John bottom feed and I figured that's the best way. And I saw Charlie do it too.
Charles says he top feeds when he uses the Seiko.
Well, as much hell as you had with that bottom clamp, you might want to top feed bottom feed as well. You're just going to have to experiment and find out. And I know how that clamp works with the pinned blades that you have. I don't know how it's going to work. I don't know how it clamps onto the blade if you're using a pinless blade like what I'm using with spirals. And hello, Charles. Steve Nealon said Charles likes it both ways. Who are you apologizing to for that you didn't know they were going live?
Charles?
Is he live?
No, yesterday, remember when we went live? He was live too. I didn't know though.
I didn't know either until somebody mentioned it in your chat.
Yeah. Even me and John were sitting in the StreamYard thing, and then when he said Charles was live, I was like, oh, maybe we shouldn't go live then? Charles says, it happens, Robin. I don't get butt hurt unless it's out of spite. Didn't bother me at all. We considered aborting, but we're all ready and everything, so. Just waiting on someone.
Who are we waiting on?
You.
Oh, y'all were waiting on me. Yeah, I was cutting it close, wasn't I?
Yeah. Anyway, if you haven't seen it, you should check it out because it's really good. John and Billy really, really helped me, taught me how to use it, like step by step, a beginner's guide. And now I can watch it if, I forget something, which is good. So Josh is asking what I cut today. I didn't cut anything today, but I'll show you what I cut yesterday.
Since we were talking about lives, that reminds me. I think it was Friday night, Jerry did a live on his Living Through Disabilities channel. I think that's what it's called. Anyway,
Beyond.
or Beyond, yeah, Beyond Disability. So, yeah, you should see it in his title when he's typing something. Anyway, a
Yeah.
very interesting video, good information, a lot of good talk. It's well worth watching. I highly recommend it. So go check Jerry's channel out and give him some love, would you?
Can I link it?
You certainly may. Absolutely, positively. Oh, we missed a comment, Miss Robin.
Sorry.
I saw it and wanted to respond, but oh yeah, Larry said, Billy, I picked up some new Easy Wood carbide tips from the Grizzly store today while I was in Springfield. Cool. I don't use Easy Wood tools or carbides, but yeah, living beyond disability. That's it. All right.
I'll read the chat in a sec.
I think I'm pretty much caught up, except for what Charles just wrote. And I gotta move. I want to try to keep this to 2 hours if I can.
Okay.
Man, I am loving this number 2.
Charles says, all these scrollers now, I'm going to be a has-been much quicker now. And he put like a frown.
Charles, I will never do the kind of detail crap you do or stuff you do. It's not crap. It's not crap.
High quality crap.
I will never do the kind of detail stuff you do. So you have no threat from me. I guarantee it. I will do simple stuff like this and boxes and utilitarian things. You know what I mean?
And Larry says, Billy, I picked up some new Easy Wood carbide tips from the Grizzly store today when I was in Springfield.
Yeah, I read that.
Oh. And I'm just going down. And Mike's here, dances with aardvarks. Hi,
Hey, Mike.
And then Steve
How are
said,
you, Mr. Kim?
just remember, Robin, unlike John, not finishing the project is not a step. That's funny.
I got a feeling you're behind.
Yeah, I had to scroll up. Charles says, I was a wreck on the show, but such is life. We all struggle. Good channel and feller. That's for Jerry's Live. I loved Jerry's Live. It was amazing. Yeah. It was like so informative, and I thought, like, I watched it over a few times.
Okay, keep reading.
Mike says, thanks for typing in most of those names for me, Steve C. And then Charles says, I about died in the heat today while cleaning out the window unit in my shop. Took it apart and pressure washed it, finally back together. Larry says, there was a lot more I wanted, but I suffer from lack of fun.
Don't we all, Larry?
I'm pretty down now. Okay, want to see what I did?
Show him, Robin.
So, okay, I cut this. That was like a practice thing. And I made this little house.
Hold on, let me make you bigger. I didn't make you bigger.
It's okay. And then I cut this. It's supposed to be a pumpkin. But it could also be a tree, a mushroom, a football trophy.
Stewie Griffin's
Stewie.
head.
Anyway, and then I also did this spiral, but I broke some of it. But anyway, yeah, I did this one too.
She broke it trying to get it off the blade.
Yeah. Okay, that's it. End of show and tell.
She did a great job for her first time. She really did. And she was
And
using a flat pin type blade.
yeah, the first blade that came with the scroll saw um, didn't work as good as then they showed me how to change the blade and I put in this other one and it was way better.
I would venture to guess that you almost cut with a straight blade better than Charles can. Oh wait, Charles can't cut with a straight blade. So he says. That's it. Get off the line, stupid.
Can I post my live?
Can you post your live?
Yeah,
Of
just
course.
my scroll saw one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got you in it.
I don't mean nothing. I'm just a novice scroller. I was just there for moral support.
All right, you gave a lot of good tips.
Well, I'm not a novice woodworker.
Larry says, I'm still using coping blades on my saw.
I didn't know you could use a coping blade on a saw, on a scroll saw. I guess you can if they're the right length.
Josh says, Robin, you got a good group in scrolling world to ask questions to and get help. Yeah, it's true. You're right. Larry says, it's a cheap craftsman saw. And Mike
Oh,
says, my new table saw shot me in the leg with a small piece of perspex.
oh
Not really,
man.
not really injured, but drew blood and bruised. Oh, that's too bad, Mike.
Yeah, it is.
He said, nearly got a free vasectomy. There, I said it.
That's a hard way to do it.
It says it's acrylic sheets, perspex, cast acrylic sheets,
What's that?
perspex. Looks like plexiglass, kind of.
Probably is. Or something similar.
Acrylic glass. Yeah, or plexiglass. Ooh. Sure. Thanks. That's what that smell was.
Do what?
Oh, I could smell something funky.
What was it?
Eggs. I thought it was tuna. Charles asks, "Where'd you get the design, Billy?"
Oh, you weren't here when I was talking about it, I guess. I bought the design from woodenteddybear.com, and it's a Sue May design. I believe her website is scrollingartist.com or something like that.
How am I going to do this? Charles says Sue May out of South Africa.
Out of where?
South Africa?
Oh, South Africa. Wow. It's either Scrolling Artist or Scroll Saw Artist or something like that.
Yeah, Steve put the link. Scrollsawartist.com. I've got like 3 waters going in here. Oh.
Ah!
Did everyone see Billy's SWAT video? Charles wants you to aim the camera a little lower, please. And Chris Nealon's here. Hi, Chris.
Lower how?
Mm. Like maybe closer so he
Hello,
can
Chris.
see.
I'm zoomed in as far as I can. uh, you mean like that? Oh, more of the dragon showing. Yeah, that's not going to be easy.
Banner is a little in the way, they said. Just make it the banner smaller.
I don't know how.
No,
I
like
don't think that.
your name, where your name is. It was perfect, and then you moved it again. That's what Charles said.
Oh, scheiße. You mean like that? It's about as good as it's going to get, I think.
He said it's good. So, anyways, did you guys go check out Billy's video when he went to SWAT?
I had a great time, as always.
Bill says we can see the blade better this way.
Who did?
Bill. And Steve says, Charlie, you want some cheese to go with that wine. Should I post the link for your SWAT video?
I've got it. You can. I've got to move my foot. My foot switch. It was in. It got into the wrong position somehow, and it was giving me a cramp. Turn the blade loose before you try to lift the arm up, Nimrod.
Charles says, I didn't even know SWAT was happening at the time, so Billy didn't have to meet me. Sigh.
I was wondering if you were going to make it.
Charles says I would have had I known it was going on. Oh well, there's always next year.
I told you when it was going on.
Yeah, that's all he's been talking about.
Yep. Yep, that's all I've been talking about. Going on and on about it. SWAT's coming! Yay! All that kind of stuff.
Jason's here. Hi, Jason. Jason Rogers.
Hello, Jason.
Larry asked Billy, did Doug make it? I know he was going to try last year.
Did who make it?
Doug.
No. No, he was too busy with his garden and his goats.
Charles says, you got to remind me the day before or the day of MAO. I have a short memory. And I said, we're not your secretary, Charles, LOL. And he said I was mean. But that's what notepad's for. And Doug says, hell no, I didn't make it. I was afraid Charles was going to be there.
Oh, hello, Doug. Yes.
Hi, Doug.
Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
And then Charles says, yeah, but then you got to remember to look at the notepad. Wow. Jason says, I would have been in sooner, but I was out flying our new drone we got today. Cool. And Larry says, Doug, we can't talk about you now.
Oh.
What do you stop for?
A while.
And Bill said, sure we can. Mike says, got a cam mount on the drone, Jason?
I sent Doug a link. So if he shows up backstage and I don't see him, let me know.
Well, I'm watching on YouTube.
Oh, well. Alrighty then.
I'll keep an eye out. And then Charles says, only you can see backstage, Billy.
Yeah, I know. I had a brain fart.
And then Jason says, yes, of course, upgraded from a DJI Phantom 3 Pro to a DJI Mavic Mini. And then Doug said, tell him I'm hanging out with Herbie and Steve.
Doug said that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mike says, sounds like a lot of fun, Jason. And Steve C says, happy new drone, Jason.
Jason just uses it to see if he can catch girls sunbathing topless and stuff.
And does it work?
I don't know.
I was just going to ask what he flies it over.
My foot switch moved again. I need to put some rubber on the bottom of it so it will quit sliding. That or I need to quit pushing on it like I do my accelerator in my car.
I wouldn't know anything about that. And Jason says, thank you. Initial flight tonight. Lots to do now. I will be posting new videos soon on J&K Photography on YouTube. And Russ is in the house. Hi, Russ.
Hello, Rusty. Hey, Russ, Robin used your new saw last night. Have you used yours?
He was there.
I know. That was for effect.
Oh.
That was a military term, by the way. Fire for effect.
No, Billy, but I'm getting closer to opening the box. That's awesome. Are you going to do it live, Russ? Did you take the stuff off the box yet that your wife put on it?
No.
Nope.
Told you.
I noticed you're going back and forth, like side to side and stuff, with the blade.
Yeah, because it's a spiral blade.
Oh, okay. But I can't do that with mine, right? It's only like
No.
forward.
Yeah, you can only cut one direction with yours.
Oh.
It's one of the nice things about spiral blades. You can cut all kinds of directions, pretty much any direction. Uh, some people can do it really well. I still suck at it, but
Jerry says by the time he opens it, he's going to have to call himself Crusty Rusty. Everything woodshop. And Bill just got handed a bowl of ice cream. What kind of ice cream?
no fair, Bill. I'm out here in the shop.
Can you show us what you did so far? Or is it too late?
Well, let me cut this. Let me get this cut and I'll show you. Since I've got the blade in the hole already.
Ooh, butter pecan. I love that kind. So good.
But butter
Yummy.
pecan's not bad.
John Bradley's here.
Hello, Johnny B. I don't want any butter pecan.
Why?
Because a pecan is something you take on a road trip.
Ew.
A pecan is
Here
a
we
nut.
go again. We say pecan.
You say it wrong. Texas is the pecan capital. They say it wrong in Georgia too. They say pecan. Texas is the pecan capital of the United States, so we definitely know how to say it. So that's what I got done so far. Let me get this out of the way.
Okay. Cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah,
Pretty cool,
awesome.
huh?
Looks good. I'm looking it up. How to say pecan properly. It says in summary, pecan can be correctly pronounced as pecan, regardless of the region it comes from. It says, although the topic of how to pronounce pecan correctly is an interesting argument to engage in, it is more profitable to relax and enjoy every meal that has the pecan included in it. In other words, don't argue.
Oh no, I'm arguing.
Jason Rogers says pecan. Charles says pecan. Bill says delish. And Charles says damn Yankees. Did I say John Bradley was here?
Yes, and I said hello, Johnny B. How you doing, buddy?
And then Jerry says tomato, bananas, or whatever the saying is.
Nobody said anything about tomatoes, Jerry. I don't say it that way either, by the way. Okay. All right. Let's do this one. I already did that one. You idiot.
And Johnny B says he's good, just working at the moment.
Well, I appreciate you watching me while you work. Working for work or working in your shop?
And he says working for So or SO. I'm not sure.
Had a piece break loose.
Uh-oh.
That's right, I can glue it. But I've just got to be real careful and try to hold it down. It came unlaminated. This is cheap plywood. I'm not using that expensive stuff that Charlie uses. It was free. It came on, it was part of the pallet that my drum sander came on. And sometimes it has a tendency to delam, and when it happens, you just have to do the best you can. If it ends up being too bad, you know what that means. But I think I can glue it back together. Yeah, I can glue it back together.
No one's really talking in the chat right now.
I was wondering why you got so quiet.
Bill says, kind of quiet when Doug isn't stirring things up.
Get out of my way.
And Doug says it's not worth his time.
What's not worth his time?
Stirring up trouble?
Oh. Never stopped him before.
Johnny B asked, did you get a scroll saw, Robin? Yes, I did. And I tried it out yesterday.
Hey, Doug. When are those next set of puppies due?
Doug says, coming from the guy that doesn't watch any of our stuff.
I am behind. I really am.
Is that better, Bill? That's what
I've
Doug
been,
said.
when I'm not, well, when I wasn't at SWAT, I'm busy doing honeydew stuff or working in the yard, or I haven't had time to do anything lately. I'm behind on that segmented salad bowl.
Russ says, hey, Charles, Robin types as hard on the keyboard as I do. Yeah, I do type hard.
How long we been going? Almost an hour. And I'm about halfway done, so I might make it in the 2 hours.
And Johnny B says, not as far behind as I am, Billy.
I'm like 3 weeks to a month behind on watching videos, Johnny.
Jason Rogers says, sorry, I'm talking with my buddy. He has the Glowforge Plus and is ordering an X-Carb as we speak. Whatever that is.
Well, I hope he has good luck with it.
Sounds exciting.
It's a CNC router. Some of my friends have had them and they don't much care for them.
Charles says, I flat suck at keeping up with videos. And Johnny B says, I'm at least 3 months behind, at least.
Yeah, I'm not that far behind.
And Charles says, X-Carb is a CNC, Robin.
A CNC router.
CC says, that's cool, Jason. Doug says, I can't see my behind.
I can't either unless I look in the mirror.
Russ says, Glowforge is a laser and the X-Carb is a piece of poo-poo. And Bill says, I absolutely have to watch Doug's videos as soon as they're out. And Russ
Yeah, I
says,
usually do. I'm just behind. I'm sorry, Doug. I've been sucking lately.
but good luck to him, Jason. But good luck to him, Jason. I know, me too. I have to watch a few videos. I tried to catch up a bit today. Doug says, if it ever uploads, Bill, you might get to see it tonight. After this, we should all go watch Doug's video.
I probably have 3 videos of Doug's to watch on both of his channels. There are 3 total, I think. Maybe more.
Poor Doug. Johnny B says, I've been working 12 to 13-hour days. And Bill says, in the morning, midnight is way past my bedtime. In brackets, for us old folks. Got some glue on the table here, trying to get off. Steve C says, that's good for the money, Johnny B. And Johnny B says, I haven't touched my saw since the spring.
Well, Johnny, you're going to have to get after it.
I feel like wasn't he in that video when I went to the garage sale? I thought.
Maybe.
In the summer. You know, that video.
I don't remember. I've
Yeah,
slept since then.
I'm pretty sure he was there. And then Jason Rogers says, tell me why the X card is not worth it, Russ. Bill says, who's your ISP, Doug? Oh, and Johnny B says, I was at the cottage, not near my saw. Oh, okay. I thought you were doing something like sawing or something. Then Charles says, Doug, after your spit message on Messenger, I'm hesitant to open anything you send me. Doug says AT&T, I think, but I am wireless off a cell tower. I live in the sticks. Hello. Charles says it's a rickety piece of crap with too many issues, Jason. And then Doug said it's not spit.
Jason, I 2 of my friends have had X carves, and one of them sent it back, and the other one sold it as quick as they could because it kept breaking down and it was a piece of garbage. There are better CNC routers out there. Dave Gatton's for one.
Johnny B says, nope, but I want to get back on it. Charles says, well, Spit was putting it lightly. Russ says, I know a lot of people who don't like them, Jason. And Doug said, it's not that, it's a meme. Wasn't it? It's not?
Yes.
It's not with bacon. That's what it looked like.
We can quit talking about it now.
Okay.
Oh, I can't bend over far enough.
You can do it.
I doed it.
And Charles says, okay, I saw it. Phew. And then he says, I said that too, Billy, and they didn't. And then Doug said, it's just wrong.
One more of these little darlings, and we can get on to the left wing. Where you is, Hole? There you is. There
Chris,
you is.
Chris Nealon says, bourbon is a good antihistamine. Just saying. Honey Jack's good for toothaches. And Doug agreed with Chris. So Doug says, so we are habaneros? Russ says, build a Gatton or go look at the Onefinity. I heard good things from that one. Best choice is to buy your second machine first. And Bill said, how are you feeling, Chris? And Chris says, time for another inoculation. Charles says,
My wife got a phone call from our oldest son's supervisor day before yesterday. He was at work and passed out, so they sent him by ambulance to the hospital. He's got COVID and pneumonia brought on by COVID. But they treated him and gave him some prescriptions for the pneumonia and sent him home. He's young and healthy. He should be able to get over it all right. His pulse ox is high. He's just got a bad cough, and the back pain from the COVID is kicking his butt. Did mine too. But he'll be all right. Got his mama all worried, though. Go ahead, brother.
Sorry. Charles says, Doug sent you a couple of joke pics. No, not of him. And Steve said, they're not as fun to drink, though, Doug. And Chris Nealon says, sinuses jam tight. Jason says, thank you for the info. More thought will be put into the purchase. I guess he's talking to Russ. And Larry says, Billy, sending him all the best.
Thank
That
you,
was
Larry.
nice. That was nice, Larry. Bill says that blade seems to be working well, Billy. And Charles says, hurts.
What seems to be working well?
The blade.
Oh. Yeah, I like this little number 2.
Doug says, took forever to open those. I'm not need pics of your woman, Charlie. And Chris Nealon says, these paper towels are going to chafe my nose to a smaller size. Oh, you should put Vaseline on your nose before you go to sleep.
Well, don't use paper towels. Use a tissue. Puffs with aloe.
Oh no, not again.
What? Oh no, not again.
Yeah. Chris says tissues are gone. I said, isn't that enough? And we all know what it is, because that's what Charles always talks about. Remember, I thought there was only one?
Scheiße.
It's that. And Doug says Charles likes to talk about those. Charles says, I wait a few live streams in between. And Chris said Charles will lose his big ones. And Charles says, and only till the surgery freaking works successfully. And then Chris Nealon said, birds have only one. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
And then he said, fun facts.
Are you hung up on something? It was.
And then Charles said, perv. And then Steve C says, hey Robin, question. What's the last thing that Elmo gets before they package him up in the toy factory?
What'd he say?
Tickled? I don't know.
Oh, but
He said, what's the last thing Elmo gets before they package him up in the toy factory?
2 testicles.
Oh, I was close.
Yeah, 2 testicles. Testicles? Get it?
Yeah, I said tickled.
Yeah. He gets 2 testicles.
Yeah. And then Chris Nealon says, the new to us Asian tick reproduces without a male. Oh boy, we're in trouble. not true. Doug says, zing right over her head. It's not zing, it's meow.
That's right. Got to do it right. Meow.
And Charles says, I'm so uncomfortable. Male seahorses carry all the babies. I got it.
Stay put, damn you.
Chris Nealon says, hit those high notes while you can, Charles. And Charles said, sigh. And then he said, well, if he slips, I'll go even higher. And Chris Nealon says, feels the love.
Did we lose Jerry?
Probably. Charles says, I have a pretty good range right now. And then, not really. Russ says, you don't have to read all the comments, Robin.
Just the impotent ones.
And then Charles says, don't read Russ's. Show him. And Jerry says, Jerry's still here, working and listening. Larry says, Billy, it's looking good. I have cats to feed and fix me some dinner. But I'll leave it going so you get the watch time. I'll see you next time. And bye, all. Bye, Larry.
All right, Larry, take it easy, buddy.
And Russ says, they're trying to derail this show, Robin. Don't they always? And Chris Nealon says, anywho, looking good, Billy.
Thank you, Chris.
Doug said, you need to turn your table so we can see better, Billy.
I don't know how to do that. I mean, my camera won't go any further down, so I can't move the table that way.
Can't you just turn it around the other way?
Yeah, and then my back would be to the camera.
Well, we can see you in the little thing anyway, so who cares if your back's to the camera?
Well, I don't know if the camera would get over my back to see the table.
Oh. Well, maybe you could figure it out next time.
Maybe. I just figured everybody wanted to see where the blade was cutting.
And then let me see here. So they're kind of fighting in the comments about reading the comments. I read the comments and I get in shit. I don't read the comments, I get in shit.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
Bill says, I think it's out of control now.
Ignore the hecklers. That was a long cut.
And Jason Rogers said, I will add new videos very soon. I did. Jason's like, read mine, Robin. And Steve's like, you have a wrench, Robin. Just time out the troublemakers. I don't want to do that. Doug's, read the comments. And Charles is, oh, shh. Oh, did I skip one? Are you guys all in a room together or something?
Steve and Doug and Herb are.
Is Charles in there too? Which one was the one you wanted to hear?
Who?
I don't know. Oh, poor Charles is all alone.
So am I.
Charles says, I'm not a troublemaker. I'm just not funny. And Steve says, I have seen your face, Charlie, and I don't agree. Doug says, we're in a Charles-proof, safe place. Safe from rude Russ also. I don't think Russ is rude. I like Russ. Chris Nealon says, hush, little baby, don't you cry. Daddy's going to sing you a lullaby. Aww. And Bill said, so much witty repartee. At least it's interesting.
Yeah.
Charles says, I like Russ too. Charles, maybe you and Russ should get a room.
That was funny.
Steve
Was funny.
says, if it makes you feel any better, Chuck, I've read all of your comments. It's going downhill again. And Bill says, gotta go, missing Ohio State game.
Right.
And
yeah, Bill, you're not missing anything. have a good one. Thanks for coming by, Bill.
And Steve C said, I actually sang that when I read it, Chris N. Russ is telling me to stop reading the comments. And Doug said you could join and help her, Russ. Jason said a smack on the forehead should fix that. Oh, because Doug said Charles needed a spanking. And Russ said, so can you, Doug, to join me and read the chat, I guess. Herb says, I diggy hole, diggy hole. Is that what you wanted me to say? And Doug said, is that up against the jelly roll, Jason? And Doug said, no, he's busy. Russ says, where you at, Herb? And then Jason Rogers says, haha, Robin said diggy hole. What the hell does that mean?
Damn it.
And Carl says, Herb's been corrupted by Doug and Steve. I'm going to look it up.
Look what up.
Diggy hole. I don't know what that means.
It's a stupid song.
Oh.
Very stupid.
I'll have to listen to it later.
Come on, get in there. I know. That's what she said.
Here we go. And Russ said, see y'all another time. Charles says, rails, nowhere to be seen, and it's our fault.
Later, Russ.
Bye, Russ. Doug says, no, Herbie done all on his own. Steve said, I had nothing to do with it, I promise. Steve said, just remember this when it's time for your live again, Charlie. And then Charles says, I can't hear you, Steve. And David's here from Portal Woodworks. Hi, David.
Hello, David. How are you?
And then Doug said, oh, Russ, you don't have to leave. And Nancy's leaving as well. Bye, Nancy.
Bye, Nancy.
I'll just have to be right back.
I guess Robin went to check the chickens. Steve C., what do we say? And it broke right where I bent it. I bent it a little earlier when I set the piece down on it. And that's why it broke. Otherwise, I would have got all the way through this, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Now,
Thanks for telling me.
telling you what.
I was muted. I forgot.
Hey, Robin.
I read all that too, and I don't feel like reading it again.
Okay, read it again.
No.
Robin, what am I paying you for?
Just a second. I'll go back up at the top.
You don't have to read it all.
Okay, good.
I read some of it. Jerry said for some reason I couldn't comment from my other account, but I'm here still. Okay, good, Jerry. Hello, Mervin. You didn't tell me Mervin was in.
I just got back myself. Hi, Merv.
Come on, don't bend this one. Too late. I bent it.
You bent it again? Oh. Is that why Russ left?
Is what why Russ left.
Right. I'm typing out loud.
Because of, yeah, probably. That may be why Nancy left too.
Oh. Well, I didn't know what it was.
What was?
You know, that thing.
Were you talking about the song?
Yeah.
No, that's not why Russ left.
Oh. Well, why did Nancy leave? That's like, stop talking to Herbie, Robin. Maybe some food was made and he had to go eat it. Maybe he's gone to open his new scroll saw.
Yeah. Maybe pigs are going to fly out of my butt.
Doug, why are you so bossy? Doug
That
says,
don't sound good.
that's why we sang it, Charlie. Charles says, I kind of figured, Doug. Doug said, oh, I'm sure it was me, and you all know it. Steve said, again, Billy? And then Doug said, "That's just how I roll, Robin." Charles said, "It's always you, Doug."
Huh.
And Doug says, "Yep, I know it. Not a fan of people that ride coattails." What does that mean?
Um, crap.
And Charles says, "I was innocent, pure and mature till I started associating with Doug." I don't believe that.
Yeah, I don't think I do either.
In YouTube, that means success, my nose up the butt of others, lol. And then Doug says, "Yeah, you can try to blame that crap on me, Charlie, but we all
Broke
know
another one.
it's not true." What are you doing?
I been it.
And Steve says, "That's not the way I remember it, Chuck." And Chuck's like, "Hush, Steve. Shh." Doug's, "See?" Doug says, "You can try and blame that crap on me, Charlie, but we all know it's not true." And then Doug said, "My roommate might come put out tonight." Hmm? And then Charles says, "Rumors get started this way, though I usually start them." And then Charles said, "The goat? Do you mean greatest of all time?"
Well, you dummy.
Did you do it again?
No, I'm just an idiot sometimes.
Don't say that. And Steve said, "That was my first thought, Charlie." Doug says, "How's your roommate, Charlie?" And Charles says, "Beautiful, my lovely wife, Karen." And Doug says, "No, Charles, you cannot use my goat." And the comments are going crazy again.
If they're just they're just going back and forth at each other. You don't have to read that nonsense. And it is nonsense.
What does your shirt say, Billy?
Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Oh.
Which is kind of how I feel about the chat.
Hmm.
Get your foot off the pedal, idiot.
Jason says, so Billy, saw you're using blades. And wood?
Why am I using blades? Because I can't cut it with my teeth? Oh, are you using? No, Billy saw you are using blade and wood. Jason, holy crap. I have no idea what you're trying to say, Jason.
And he said, why are you scrolling and what are you using?
Why am I scrolling?
Yeah.
I'm scrolling because my wife found. Well, first off, I got a new scroll saw. I got a Delta several months ago, and that's one reason I'm scrolling. I wanted to make. I wanted to. I wanted to try it, and I've used my old one a little bit and didn't like it, but I knew it would be fun. So my wife found my wooden teddy bear catalog and went through and circled a bunch of patterns and whatnot and said, I want you to make Christmas presents for X number of people. And she dog eared all the pages and circled patterns. So I ordered these patterns from Wooden Teddy Bear. This was the first one I did. I've already got it glued to the backer. I've got it painted in the back and I've got it framed. So this one's ready for finish. Then I did a teddy bear. Now I'm doing a dragon. Why am I doing all this? Because uh, the woman that I'm
Fun.
actually, what?
It's fun.
It is fun. And because my wife wanted me to do it. So
And they make good Christmas presents,
Yes.
especially when you don't have to buy anything else.
Well, yeah. Well, I am. I'm trying, and I want to get better at using the scroll saw because I am. I'm. Well, I'm. My passion is turning. I am a woodworker. I have been a woodworker for over 40 years. So this is what I do. I play with wood and saws
Keyboard.
and stuff. That answer your question? All the interior cuts are, I think. Yeah, all the interior cuts are made now. All I got to do is cut it out. How long we been going, Robin? I forgot to look.
148.
I don't think I can get this cut out in 12 minutes, but it'll be close. So I'll still be around my 2 hour mark. So I'm not doing bad. Quit hurrying, Billy. When you hurry, you screw up. You know better. Just take your time and do it.
Mm-mm.
Okay, what was that fell and hit me in the foot? Oh, I'm like, what could be called falling from my scroll saw table?
Um,
Go ahead.
Charles says, I'll share my medical history. Hell, I've shared much worse. Ask Jerry, Steve, and Herb. Doug says, you share way too much, Charlie. Charles says, I share what I want to share.
Crap.
Jason says, did you use spray glue?
Yes, Jason. I used spray glue to glue the pattern to the press and seal. And there's no packing tape anywhere.
Uh-huh. I ordered masking tape today. And spray adhesive. A drill. Jason said, I saw press and seal the other day. Karen used it on the mac and cheese. And Chris Nealon's wife ordered 3 packages of cheese Danish. No, I don't. I need it for my scroll saw. Doug says she has a tape fetish. Then he said, I thought bad things when I heard tape. Charles says, you always think bad things, Doug. That's why we mesh well. Or whatever you call it. And then Doug said, did you get John or Charles to give you lessons? Jason says, will you paint this? I'm going with yes.
Jason said what?
Will you paint this?
I'm going to stain it.
Charles says, lessons for what?
I'm going to stain the body green.
Charles says, nobody asked me for lessons. I'm a bad influence. And Doug said scroll saw lessons. Who are you talking to? Me?
Yeah, she did a live last night. Had scroll saw lessons live online.
Yeah, with John and Billy. Charles says, if anyone asks me for scrolling lessons, I'll be happy to help. 'Tis not a requirement. And Doug says, keep your stick eyes to yourself. And Murph said, I did a fine job for my first time. He caught the end. And Charles says, what the heck is a stick eye? I don't know what it is either.
She
I'm
did,
almost,
Merv. She did a
I'm
fine
almost
job.
afraid. I'm afraid to know what it is. Chris Nealon's Danish has arrived. And I guess Doug made a typo. Jason said, sit down for a month, watch Charles' YouTube. I did twice, never be the same. And Chris Nealon said, Robin scrolled a nice spiral.
Yes, he did.
Doug said, sorry I missed that. Must have been busy. That's fine. I have it right here. I can show you.
Show him.
Here it is. And Charles says, I'm kind of hard to forget. And Doug said, you can't never recover from that, Jason. And Murph said, show them your house. Okay. Here it is. Charles said, Robin, once you grasp the premise of scrolling, the rest is merely patience. Sincerely. And Chris Nealon said, Robin, that spiral reminds me of the opening of the old TV show, The Time Tunnel. Ooh, I'll have to look it up. And
Yep.
I also made this pumpkin too. Charles said, you need patience and or a death wish to do one of my designs. But you could turn it upside down and it becomes several different things. It could be a tree, a football trophy, or Stewie
Stewie
from Family.
Griffin's head.
I feel like making it that. Just to be funny. I like it as a tree though. Yeah, that's what Charles said. It's Stewie from Family Guy.
Quit.
Wow, that's looking really nice, Billy.
Thank you.
And Chris said, beat me to Stewie. Where's my money?
My earbuds are starting to die. I don't know how long they're going to make it. My microphone is still fine.
I guess he's drinking orange juice. And Charles says, I have a dime and a nickel for you, Chris. Because it's Chris that said it looked like Stewie. Originally. And Chris says, thank you, Charles. Charles says, well, it looks like all you have left is the perimeter, Billy, so the earbuds may hold out.
I don't know. They're beeping in my ear.
And Chris Nealon asks, Billy, where did this pattern come from?
I got it from the Wooden Teddy Bear, Chris. It's woodenteddybear.com. It's one of Sue May's designs. Good gracious. This blade's going everywhere but where I want it to. Well, I'm going to have to sand the crap out of this one.
Why are
because
you
some of
making
these because some of these cuts are wonky as hell.
Charles says one way to know who the designer is in Wooden Teddy Bear is the two letters in the item number, often the initials of the designer.
So that's it cut out. And this is the dragon. She is done.
Cool.
Complete. So now what I will do is I got a few places that I'm going to have to fix where it
Pretty.
came delaminated, but I'm going to do that and I'll sand it up good because most of the cuts are pretty good, but I screwed up in a couple of places and that's going to need some attention. But and then I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to stain this green. I'm going to put it on a black backer. And thank you, JJ. Glad you came. I'm going to put it on a black backer, and behind it will be yellow.
Yellow.
Yeah, so all of the stuff you can see through now will be yellow behind it on top of a black background. That was that was what I was instructed to do.
By your wife?
Yes. But I may look at some colored pictures of dragons and do something different. But
I feel like it should
anyway,
be red.
I don't know.
Or are you going to put like fire coming out of its mouth or something? That would
No,
be
because
cool.
but it's too close to his wings.
Oh.
So I don't know how I would do that.
See, Chris Nealon said, need some red smoke.
I might could paint some red smoke coming up here. I don't know. I'm not a painter. I'm not an artist. I don't know how to paint smoke. So I don't know. Anyway.
Google it.
Thanks for coming, everybody. I appreciate it. I barely went over my 2 minute to 2 hour mark. I try to keep these to 2 hours. Hold the phone. Hold the phone there, boys. So I try to keep these to 2 hours. I'm not always successful. Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. This time I went over by a little bit. We didn't shoot the breeze too much, but this is the dragon. All in all, I'm pretty happy with it. I think it came out fairly nice, especially for some cheap free plywood that likes to delam. I only had one spot that delaminated on me. Finding it's going to be a trick, but because I don't see it right now. Anyway, thanks for coming. I appreciate y'all coming and joining me. helping me try to build this little channel. I don't know if I'm going to go anywhere with it. Yeah, I'm not going to drop it or throw it on the floor. Night, Jerry. Uh, uh, Thanks for coming along. I don't know if this channel is going to go anywhere. I didn't start it to make it go anywhere. I don't really care that much if it does or doesn't. I do it because this is where I have fun. My turning channel is where I do all my turning stuff. That's the one I concentrate on. This one I do the stuff that I want to do and other stuff that I like doing besides turning. Aside from scrolling, you'll probably see me doing some flat work here and there. Anyway, I appreciate Robin. Thank you so much, ma'am, for coming along and being my eyes again. I really appreciate it. Uh, I wouldn't have been able to keep up without you. And I appreciate all of you. Really like, subscribe, share. You know the drill. And remember, live, laugh, and love when y'all come back.
Bye.
I click.